everybody, and welcome to Dungeons 2. I'm Monkey of Mist, as always, and we're just going to jump straight in and play the campaign. So if you...
It was time.
I'll let them speak
The
here.
troops of the Absolute Evil had driven the Alliance back to their capital, King's Ending. The time for the final battle had arrived. Prepare to destroy the Alliance, and with it, all good in the land once and for all.
Okay, so if you haven't played Dungeons at all...
Once upon a time, there was a kingdom full of flowers
well.
and rainbows, where the sun shone all the time, and there was loads of that goody-goody, lovey-dovey good people stuff going on.
Bambi!
There, the alliance of abominably good people lived in unearned wealth and prosperity. But there was a path leading to a different place there. At the end of this path was a rock. There was a cave carved in this rock in which the Absolute Evil lived. It wasn't a grubby, damp cave smelling of muck and mildew, but a deep, dark dungeon, so dark that even darkness itself was afraid of it. It was home to numerous innocent monsters, who enjoyed a happy, contented existence, living in complete harmony with their environment. But time and again, the sickening, sweet-smelling good visited this underworld in search of treasure and experience points. Many monsters found this to be the death of them, but much worse, the Absolute Evil's treasures were being stolen. One day, just as a few more heroes had finished plundering its dungeon, the Absolute Evil decided it had had enough, and decided to do something new, something quite monstrous. Go to the surface. The Alliance tried to resist, but the approaching horde just flowed over them like an angry wave of axes, teeth, and bad breath. After numerous unrelenting battles, the Absolute Evil finally stood before the Alliance's capital, King's Ending.
So this is where we begin by the looks of it. So Dungeons was basically a game where, if you've ever played Dungeon Keeper, it's pretty much on the same sort of lines, where you're having to build your own dungeon and trap the heroes who are coming into it, and basically kill their asses.
After countless battles, the forces of the Absolute Evil reached the Alliance capital, King's Ending. The lovable remnants of the forces of good had come here to make ready for the final battle. Evil would pay a high price indeed to storm those fortress walls, or so they thought. Suddenly, a rumble rose from deep within the earth. Stones burst asunder, revealing an ancient path into the depths. Out of the depths of Stygian darkness arises the invincible evil.
Yeah!
With earth-shaking steps, the unstoppable evil began its trek towards the front. In the terribly improbable event that it may have forgotten how that works, a formidable help function has been provided.
Destroy houses. No. Okay, where do I go from here? That's why.
I said, with earth-shaking steps, the unstoppable, if somewhat sluggish evil began its trek towards the front.
It's pretty cool how it changes.
A few of the Alliance units had entrenched themselves here. A determined Absolute Evil marched towards them in order to strike them down with its mighty weapon.
Do hits. Take that, bitches.
The Absolute Evil had discovered a medal. These legendary awards ensured a creature could be made even more powerful. One found the creature would only wear one. Eyes ablaze with greed, the insidious evil gazed upon the blood-drenched battlefield. Here the last defenders of good would die, and an age of evil begin.
Okay, so what do I do next?
The absolute evil, on the other hand, watched the scene from a safe distance. It wondered whether it should get itself a little snack while its creatures did the rest.
Yeah. Okay, I've got that. So I really want to get myself down. Oh no, I can get myself down there.
Projectiles from the Alliance's catapults darkened the sky, but the Horde's fighting skills were at their best in darkness, if they survived. Absolute evil strode like a war god through the defenders' ranks and smote them with ease to the ground.
Take down that mage. There we go. Time to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
And the absolute evil took yet another hero to the slaughtering block.
Get that ballista.
Destroyed the defenders' camp in the east with the greatest of ease. Now, only one tiny camp offers any resistance to the absurdly evil evil.
The absurdly evil evil.
Won't be able to hold out for much longer.
And then I can go over the bridge by the looks of it.
The forces of good never had a chance against the absolute evil.
Take out the camp.
Absolute evil destroyed the defenders' camp in the west with the greatest of ease. The defenders in front of the city had been beaten to a pulp and defeated. Now the time had come to attack King's Ending, the final battle.
Can I not help these guys? Oh well, you guys have to do it on your own by the looks of it. Absolute evil. He is the absolute evil, and it's awesome.
The city gate was firmly barricaded by the Alliance's archers, but the absolute evil would not allow itself to be held up by such a ridiculous impediment. So, go get them! Destroy them now! Oh yes, sorry, stay in character. The absolute evil used its all-powerful magic to eliminate the archers and open the gate to the city. Using its legend, wait for it, dairy powers, the absolute evil destroyed the impediment with ease and simultaneously eliminated a whole group of defenders. Story. The road to the capital was now clear. The absolute evil did not hesitate for even 1 nanosecond. The insidious evil entered King's Ending. A small, pitiful group of defenders stood in its way. Suddenly, the doors of several houses in the city opened, and with a loud roar, defenders bore down on the rather surprised evil. An ambush.
Yeah, that wasn't much of an ambush. You can do it. Destroy these houses and then you can go to destroy more people. Yeah.
The invincible evil had crushed the defenders. King's Ending had been defeated. At least, that's what it thought.
Oh.
Suddenly, the final heroes of the Alliance emerged from nowhere. Another ambush? Now, this was becoming very boring. But wait, this time it was different. Instead, the heroes raised their hands and started singing an incomprehensible chant. A magical ritual? This did not bode well. Well, actually, it bode the arrival of good things, great things, unless you happen to be the absolute evil.
Oh.
Somewhere in the depths of the dungeon, the ultimate evil awoke. It did not know what had happened, nor why it had awoken, but it longed for revenge.
Let's see.
The last remaining heroes of the country joined forces and cast a powerful banishment spell. The absolute evil disappeared from sight with a threatening gesture, and a faint whispered, "I'll be back," could be heard coming from its lips.
There it is. So banished to the depths of a dungeon.
The evil creatures were driven back into the underground, doomed to serve as cannon fodder for pleasure-seeking adventurers. Meanwhile, secreted away in the world's most inaccessible places, the last remains of the absolute evil were resting,
Lord of the
never
Rings.
again
I like
to
that.
see the light of the overworld. Until today, that is. Somewhere deep under the earth, the ultimate evil awoke.
Dum dum dum. So that is the tutorial mission, basically, telling you how to move around and kill shit.
And
How
the
to use
hand
your
of terror
spells.
arose, controlled by the ultimate evil.
And this is your hand, which...
Come on, hand of terror, arise, damn you! Methinks that exploring the surrounding area would be a sensible strategy. However, to do this, light would be required. Still not bright enough. An old throne room was revealed by the light. The circumstances remained a mystery. The hand of terror flew through the throne room, following each and every thought the ultimate evil had. After a few flying sessions, the ultimate evil was able to control the hand with ease. The time had come to call forth creatures who were completely devoted to it and would do its dirty work. Little snots were the dregs of each and every dungeon and spent their time taking care of it. The expansion-mad evil hired one snot on the spot. The first little snot appeared. It was completely ready to work in the dungeon and to crawl in the dust before the ultimate evil. Little snots were important to the ultimate evil because they took care of many important little things, such as excavating new areas. The psionically gifted evil could sense the presence of something important that was buried to the south. It instructed its little snots to dig in that direction. As quick as a fart, the little snot made his way to the marked position and began to dig. Behold, the creatures of the overjoyed evil had apparently been much more industrious than it had thought. A great dungeon was revealed behind the wall. Everything was already in place. Doors, traps, a well-filled treasury. Oh, wait. Treasury? And where, if you please, is this treasury? Oh well. One can't expect too much of these mindless little snots. First of all, some gold had to be dug out to make space for a treasury to be created.
Yay!
Hand of Terror
What I was
swiftly
gonna
marked
do.
a few small gold veins so that the little snots could excavate them. As soon as the gold vein was selected, a little snot immediately set out to mine valuable gold for the greedy evil.
So yeah, you can kind of get the gist of it in the sense of if you've played Dungeon Keeper. You have to mine out the walls, build up your dungeon, and by the time you have your dungeon built up, you take down your heroes. You basically get yourself some experience and kill shit, pretty much. And yeah, you can hire little minions, which are up top here, to basically walk around in your dungeon.
Once most of the gold had been mined, the Hand of Terror quickly created a treasury on the spot so that the precious metal could be safely stored. The clever evil mastered this task with flying colors. From now on, Little Snots could use the treasury to store mined gold. It was then at the greedy evil's disposal whenever more rooms needed to be built or new creatures recruited. Little Snots were all well and good, but were too weak and cowardly to defend the dungeon. Since it was not able to defend itself, the ultimate evil would have to hire some orcs. But they would require food. Liquid food. Well, beer to be precise. So the next important thing to build was a brewery. And that would require some space to be created. The ultimate evil had the feeling that its servants were not really putting their backs into the work. Might a hearty slap from the Hand of Terror change that? The sadistic evil encouraged its creature to work a little faster, with a friendly but not at all gentle slap.
Ah, that's cool. I like that. Ooh, lots of gold. Treasury. I think it's basically just this last bit here that we need to do, and that should be the room available to me. But I like always making a bigger room than what I need to be.
There was now an area cleared for the brewery site, and with quick finger snaps from the Hand of Terror, the room stood ready.
There we go.
Excellent. But the recently built brewery lacked a brewing copper. With a sigh of resignation, the overworked evil set about taking care of that too. The hard-working evil effortlessly built a brewing copper so that delicious beer could be brewed as soon as possible. One of the Little Snots started working on the brewing copper. The nostalgic evil banished all thoughts of Oktoberfest and brass bands. Those would have to wait. More important tasks had to be completed first. Both beer and gold were now available in the dungeon, so it was time to hire some creatures to defend against greedy heroes or whatever else snuck around underground. At present, it was only simple orcs declaring undying loyalty to the ultimate evil. The rest of the horde was scattered to the winds.
Okay, so basically we need to build up a base then. Okay, I don't think we have, or we can, or maybe we also order orcs now? No, we can't order any orcs. But we'll make another treasury here. Get on that side. Okay, so we've got a brewery. We've got a big room that we're going to use for doing something. We've got our treasury here. Main throne room. A couple of little treasuries at the sides here. Probably actually take some of this gold back. Just put it in this treasury. There we go. There we are. That should do. So, I'm going to leave it here at this point, and if you want to play it yourself, then check it out on Steam. About $29.99 at the moment, I believe, but there is always offers going on, you know, Steam sale and all. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. If you liked the video, please do hit the like and subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And all I can say now is monkey out. Toodles!